Most men don't even realize that there's a third party in their marriage. And no, I'm not talking about another woman. I'm talking about your phone. You, your wife, and your phone. That's the real triangle happening in your marriage. And to be honest, that's probably killing connection in your marriage, whether you know it or not. And see, marriage was never meant to be you, her, and a distraction. Marriage was designed and created to be you, your wife, and God. But let's keep it 100. It's so easy to replace the presence of God with a distraction. It's super easy to do that. Look, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. And here's the truth. Your marriage will not survive. I'm talking about real peace, real unity, real connection, real communication, if your attention is somewhere else. Because where your attention goes, your leadership flows. And if your attention is always diverted and distracted, then chances are your leadership is too. And see, God designed marriage to consist of 3 people. Him, God above guiding, you, the husband at the center leading, and your wife beside you helping. But when we got something like your phone that becomes a third presence, that's where we got a problem. Trust start to break, intimacy start to fade, frustration start to rise, and before you know it, y'all feeling like roommates instead of teammates. This creates a real disconnection. She feels ignored, you feel misunderstood. And every time you're scrolling on your phone, instead of listening to her when she's confiding in you, you're basically sending her a message that she isn't a priority right now. I mean, let's be honest. If it's vice versa and the roles are flipped, if you're trying to confide in your wife or you're trying to tell her something important that you feel like she should be listening to, but instead she locked in on the phone, scrolling, how's that gonna make you feel? And that message give walls permission to be built up. And when those walls begin to come up, the relationship get disconnected and everything just begin to fall apart. And I can't even lie. I've had nights where I've sat with my wife. She's right here beside me and she's feeling alone because I'm not really there. I'm locked in on my phone, scrolling, laughing at TikToks or whatever the case may be. And the crazy thing about it is there would be occasional moments where I would look and glance at her and I see her face. It's like, I'm bored. What are we really doing? And in those moments, I'm there physically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally, I'm gone. And that's not how a man of God leads. This can be a major problem because it goes against the design of marriage. And see, understand, God created marriage. He designed marriage for a man to leave his mother and father to go be united with his wife, and the two become one. And understand that word united, there's nothing casual about that word united. United is a covenant connection. It's a oneness where you're together. You're bound together. And see, when we're distracted, scrolling, whatever we may be doing, it's pulling us away, drawing us away from that oneness and the way marriage was intended to be. Look, I don't know if you realize it or not, but when you say I do, you left your comfort zone. You left the old priorities. You left the safety of just thinking about yourself. And you stepped into oneness with your wife. But how can two become one when you're constantly pulled away and distracted by something? You were called to do that with your wife, to lock in, to lead her with intentional presence. And the cold truth is, our phones, they become an escape for us. And see, instead of stepping up, we numb ourselves. We weren't meant to hide behind a screen. We're supposed to be united with our wife. This means when you walk in through the door, you're engaged. When she's speaking to you, you locked in listening. Your phone doesn't get the best of you. Your wife does. And again, being completely transparent, man, I've definitely allowed distractions to get in my way. I really have. Man, I done gave my attention to my distractions more than I given to my wife and even to God. And man, I'm telling you, I've learned from that. I've learned that lesson. And bro, if you can relate, I want you to understand that we're not finna sit and we ain't just finna stew in guilt. I'm human, you're human. We mess up, we slip. But instead of staying stuck in that and contemplating and dwelling on it for so long and so much, we're gonna take it to God. Because look, we're not gonna be anxious about anything. We're gonna pray about it instead. We're gonna petition to God. We're gonna be thankful and be filled with thanksgiving. And we're gonna watch as the peace of God comes on our life and guards our heart, guards our mind. If you don't know what to say when you're going to God, just simply ask him to help you lead with intentionality. Ask him to help you to desire your wife more than your phone or whatever may be distracting you. Because this isn't just a behavior problem. It's a heart posture problem. And God is the only one that can fix that. And check it. The best part is, this is where everything starts shifting. Not because you're perfect or you did anything just right, but it's because you surrendered it to God. If you know that your attention hasn't been where it needs to be, I want to help you change that. I want to help you continue to walk towards becoming the man, the husband that God has created you to be. And that's why I created a free guide, a manual for the married man, 3 ways to handle arguments. This guide was made to help you respond instead of react, especially in them tense and in hard moments between you and your wife. I've also written 3 eBooks that's going to help you go deeper in your husband journey. The Intentional Husband, The Unbreakable Bond, and The Secret to Being a Husband Worth Following. They're short, they're real, and practical. And see, I created these tools coming out of my marriage struggle. And I promise you, they're going to help you come out of yours as well. And listen, I'm working on something to go even deeper. I'm working on a one-on-one coaching experience for the husband that's ready to rebuild a connection, to rebuild that communication and that peace in their homes. Because one thing I've definitely learned through my journey is that it's not about fixing your wife. It's about becoming the kind of man that God created you to be. The kind of man that your wife wants to follow and not fight against. I'm just starting to build this out. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, I want you to comment and go, or just drop a thumbs up in the box below. Because I really would love to know if there's something that you've been looking for. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay disconnected. The shift starts with your attention, but it leads to transformation. So let's grow together. I'm Darryl McGee. This is a Grove Coaching Experience, and a stronger family starts with a stronger you.